Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Functioning Chat with my guest, Michelle. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me.
Let's go ahead and get started. I have searched and searched, and that is the song that puts me in a mood.
And I thought I found true love. Oh, wait, that's a different song.
That's a different song, but I get it. So welcome in, Miss Michelle.
Hi, Tony.
How are you on this wonderful day?
I'm getting the fence, buddy. You know, I'm keeping you updated. We have been fenceless in our backyard now for, this is the third weekend. I can't survive.
Can't do it anymore.
Mm-mm.
All right.
And my garden's a mess. So, like, everybody just sees the summer weed, the winter weeds. And,
right.
I'm so embarrassed.
So I kind of revamped things a little bit. Been working on that for a couple weeks now. And a decision we made, the three of us, because we're going into gardening, growing, everything soil and seeds right now. We're going to go ahead and put a hold on the What's Up With Your Pantry series. We'll pick that back up more towards the fallish area, end of summer, somewhere in there, depending on where we're all three at. So we'll go ahead and pick that back up then. But in the midst of that, I really got to thinking about what Sunday should be. Now, Sunday to me is how do we help educate, inform, share those skill sets that we're trying to teach. Okay. That also once in a while involves a little humor and just have fun with the day, right? Would you agree? Okay.
We need to have fun in our lives.
Yes. So theoretically, Sunday Functioning Chat will be how do I do ... How much of X, Y, and Z do I need to do X, Y, and Z? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But today we're going to kick this new flow off a little different. But before we do that, I want to say hi to everybody that's in chat. So we'll run through that real quick. Nanny Tam's in with us. Ruby Slippers. Rena LaRue, Prepping for Heaven. Big Valley Living. Suburban Hillbilly, Tanya Shepard. Teresa Jukiewicz or TJ. Susan Ty's in with us again.
Oh.
Oh.
I have a rug in the washer.
Is that what that was? Yeah. I thought it was JJ putting the fence up on your house.
No, I'm far, far from that.
Okay. Tom Garvey, the Sunday dinner chef, is in with us. And there we go.
We're going to have fun today.
Oh, yes. Okay. So as you can see by the thumbnail, what is it that makes us feel older? Right? I have 50 things we will discuss. Now, some of them, by all means, can be a little risque. Just take them for humor. That's the intent of it. Okay. Oh, Helena M's joined in with us. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up what I got. We'll go through the first 10 and then we'll come back and discuss.
Can we talk about why I felt old this week, please?
Well, I was going to do that a little later, but we can go ahead and
No. Go ahead. We'll wait. We'll wait.
I think it's important because what generated this thought process? In all honesty, Michelle generated this thought process. Okay. I went on a rabbit hole, but she had a situation that arose. So Why don't you go ahead and tell the
Thank
great
you.
people?
I've been dying. I hadn't even told JJ until this morning.
Okay.
At work the other day, we were discussing, a question came up at work about the importance of and or in a contract. And, if it's, let's say, right, it's us on the title of our homes with a spouse or a partner.
Right.
And if it's, JJ and Michelle, Big Valley Living, then we both have to sign. And if it's JJ or Michelle, Big Valley Living, then it, either one of us can sign. A little bit of trust involved there, right? Okay. So at work, we need to gather certain information, and it comes from professionals that supply my team with the information. So they're giving us this information, and it's, A, comma, B, comma, C. But we don't know if it's A and B and C or any combination thereof with an or in it.
Correct.
So one of my team members says to, it's either and or comma, comma, comma. And without even thinking about it, I go, Karma Chameleon. And I know it's Karma Chameleon. Person who's about 5 years younger than me rolled her eyes and shook her head.
Who totally got it is what you're
she totally got it.
Right.
The other 4 team members just looked at me like, what's that? And I felt so old at that moment, and I was a teenager when that song came out.
Yes. So the to elaborate a little bit on that, we also got in the conversation of I homeschool 2 girls here. One's mine, one's her friend, but I homeschool them. And going through the process, it's how do you teach these kids when things are totally different? And what I'm referring to is when and I'll be honest, I helped my daughter with her paperwork she did, and the teacher come back and asked, did you help her with this? And I said, well, in all honesty, I did. And she said, well, I could tell. And I said, why is that? She said, double spacing. I said, double spacing? What are you talking about? She said, back in the day when we all went to school, there was a double space after a period. No longer is that the way we do it. I was like, I said, so I got my daughter in trouble. And she said, no, she laughed. She said, you didn't get her in trouble. I just knew it wasn't her that was typing it. I said, well, in all honesty, I was typing it. She was reciting it to me. And she said, it's not the point. The point, I could tell that it wasn't her that did it was the point. I was like, and then you and I got into the Oxford comma conversation.
That's right. Does anyone out there know what I'm talking about? Hey, Christine. We have more people in. Farm Fresh.
I see Farm Fresh is in with us. Deanna Elliott's joined us, and Miss Christine has joined us now. So thank you.
Yes.
So the Oxford comma would be when we all went to school, it was A comma, B comma, and the
C.
third thing, C, right. Now they don't do that. It's A comma, B, and
they're called eats, shoots, and leaves.
Yes.
It makes a great point. Eats, comma, shoots, comma, and leaves could lead you to think somebody ate something, shot something, and then left.
Right.
But eats, comma, shoots, no comma, and leaves means that they eat, shoots, and leaves.
Right.
And there's a panda on the cover of the book. It's a great book.
And I agree with you, because that does have, with no comma, it's a different interpretation of the sentence.
Exactly.
Okay. So, but neither here or there. That generated why we decided, what is it that makes us feel older? Okay. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and bring something up and let's have a discussion. So we'll go through the first 10 and then we'll come back and talk about them. Okay.
Yes.
All right. The first one, you know, you're old when you're getting to second base with a TSA screener. I said some of these will be risque. Just deal with it, please.
I haven't heard any of them yet. This is going to be fun.
Number 2, you know you are 40 when you've been there, done that, but don't remember what that was. Number 3, you feel like the morning after and you haven't been anywhere. That's a body thing, is what that is. Your little black book contains only the names that end in MD.
Do you even have a black book?
I don't, but I found humor in it.
Okay, that means that people in the chat, if they even know what a black book is, they're old too.
Yes, yes. Your children begin to look middle-aged.
Because they are.
Because they are, yeah. You finally reach the top of the ladder and find it leaning against the wrong wall. That's old age right there.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yep. Your mind makes contracts your body can't meet. Yes. You look forward to a dull evening. I'm guilty of that. Your favorite part of the newspaper is 20 years ago today.
Can we go back to 40, please?
You turn out the lights for economic rather than romantic reasons.
There's a song out there, or a joke that, and I think it's part of a country song that I've heard, and it's you know you're getting old when your wife says you want to run upstairs and make love, and you say, I would love to do that, but I can only do one.
I love that. I love that. All right. Any comments about these first 10?
Well, that's been fun. I mean, I think everybody in the chat's enjoying that.
Yes. Yes.
Chris Dots, we've got somebody here in Washington State.
That's my nephew. He's at drills this weekend. Hello, Chris.
Nice.
My sister Tanya says, you know you're getting old when 7 is late. All right, let's move on to the next set. You sit in a rocking chair and can't get it going.
Wah, wah.
Your knee buckles and your belt won't. When the kids go and stay at the friend's house and you can't wait to go to bed to sleep.
These would be our grandchildren.
Yes. You're 17 around the neck, 42 around the waist, and 95 at the golf course. Your back goes out more than you do. Yes. The music you used to listen to is now in style again.
Thank God.
Yeah. Your pacemaker makes the garage doors go up and down when you see a pretty girl. The little gray-haired lady you helped across the street just so happens to be your wife. You sink your teeth into a steak and they stay there.
Oh, no.
You have too much room in the house and not enough room in the medicine cabinet.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes. There you go. That's your second.
Said happy hours between 1 and 3.
Yes. Yes. I love it. Oh, those all humored me. I was laughing at those ones.
That's very funny. It's like, yesterday, for digging the holes, for the fence.
Right.
They were digging 2 feet deep.
Mm-hmm.
And the kid who we share a fence with is 40. Right. And he's out there just with a post hole digging. And JJ kind of walked back and forth and moved he dug, he got the dirt into the wheelbarrow, moved it around and dumped dirt and all that. We went to bed probably about 8 o'clock last night. After we had dinner, he was, I'm going to need some ibuprofen. Oh my God. Got up this morning. I need more ibuprofen.
Excuse me. I don't even pre-think that I'm not going to need ibuprofen. I take it before I go out and do those things.
Oh, funny. Water's our friend. I keep telling him that.
Yep.
Need to lubricate those knees and back.
All right, let's go on to the next set.
Let's.
You get your exercise acting as a pallbearer for your friends who exercise. Yeah. You know all the answers, but nobody asked you the questions. You're asleep, but others worry that you're dead. You quit trying to hold your stomach in no matter who walks in the room. You buy a compass for the dash of your car. You are proud of your lawnmower.
Hey. Self-propelling too.
Yes. Did you see what Tom put up?
Yes. I was just trying to put a laughing face on it.
Mitzi DeLuca's joined us. Thank you for coming in. Your best friend is dating someone half his age and isn't breaking any laws.
That's funny.
That is funny. You call your dentist before they call you.
Guilty.
Yes. Your arms are almost too short to read the newspaper. Guilty.
I'm so very, very pleased that I don't need glasses.
Yeah.
I need them sometimes, but not really too much.
You sing along with the elevator music.
Oh my God, or at the grocery store, we just take that song and dance. Oh yeah.
I love it.
Well, they play the Beatles now in the elevator. I mean, how can you not sing along?
I was in there the other day, and I don't even know if you know who I'm talking about. Do you remember Depeche Mode from the 80s?
Oh, yes. Okay, tell me what song.
Personal Jesus, Enjoy the Silence. There's quite a few other ones, but I was in the store the other day, and it was like elevator music, and they played that song, instrumental version, and I'm like, oh, I am just getting so old now.
There's a song that I heard I'm sure it was them. I don't know why I think is the name of the song.
By Depeche Mode?
I think it was them. Maybe it's not them. I Don't Mind at All is the name of the song. I thought it was.
I Don't Mind at All?
Uh-huh. I'll tell you in a minute. I'm Googling it. I'm really glad, though, that we have Google.
Yes.
Because I practically lived at the library when I was younger. Bourgeois Tag is the name of the group.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love that song. Has anybody else heard that song? It's so good.
Oh, I hadn't heard that one in a long time.
That song?
Yeah, I just played it.
I think it came out in the 80s, and
yes.
It's such a beautiful song. I was already married when it came out, or getting close.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh,
1987.
Okay, yeah. So I was almost married. You guys, please go listen to that song. It is absolutely beautiful.
Yep.
Can I put it in the chat because we're not singing it?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. And then Nanny Tam was asking what was the name, so she can get it from you there. So we're curious, what kind of things does chat know? How do they know they're getting older? So please do tell us. I got 20 more, but I don't want to put them all out, and then we're just sitting here like, okay, now what?
Okay, good. I'm going to put a link to it, you guys. It's such a beautiful song.
So, Deanna Elliott, this is kind of where our direction, or at least my direction, is moving into, is helping teach things. She's learning making bread, canning, etc. from all of us. So That's
And
awesome.
I'm sorry if I spelled bourgeois tag. I think there's an E in there somewhere. I apologize.
Well, I can help you with that.
And you know how I am with spelling. Kind of a crazy, not nice person if it's wrong.
So that name actually comes from the last names of the two people that have the group.
Oh, really?
Yep.
One's last name was Bourgeois?
And the others was Tag. Yep.
What a beautiful last name.
Bourgeois.
Bourgeois. Michelle Bourgeois.
Okay, here's another dating thing. I used to love listening to
JJ's coming in the house.
I was gonna say JJ must be entering the building.
Oh, he has to come around now because there's enough fence to have to come around.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Just cut myself, that's all.
You
It was with a
Do you
staple.
need me?
It was with a staple. No, it was with a
he
staple.
cut himself. He's bleeding. I'm the
JJ.
bleeder. I'm the bleeder. Hold on one second. I'm gonna mute myself.
She's yelling at him. Don't forget to put on the. It was too late. She done straight through the store. No.
I was telling him where to find all the stuff for a cut.
Okay.
We don't need tetanus. Oh, yes, there's that E. Thank you.
Yep. Used
I
to think
it
when
was
it
when I got a birthday card from me.
AARP, I know. I love it. I love it. Don't get mad, Rebecca. It's a learning process.
Rebecca, just go ahead and make little balls out of it. And every
Yeah.
time it slams on you,
See, that's the thing. I have no idea where. It's like a pin. Because I was taking the tags off the bottom.
staples.
Yeah, but I'm like, I ain't doing that. They're going to be stuck there.
He was going to take all the staples off of the bottom of the boards, but now that he's cut himself, he's just going to leave it there to rot.
Lori says AARP was telling her to join when she was in her mid-40s.
I absolutely remember getting him in my 40s, and I'm like, is this a typo? And you know, here's another thing. When we were all young, didn't people who were like 50, they all seemed really old? But
We were talking about that the other day. I remember when my grandma was like 55, and I was like, oh man, I hope I never get that old, because it was, I mean, seemed old.
Uh-huh.
It's different now, you know?
Because it's you.
Well, I'm going with the theory of 50 is the new 30, so.
I hope so. I hope so.
My body doesn't agree with it, but my mind and my soul tell me that.
Okay, so I want to ask about things if people remember certain things. Can I do that?
Yes, please do.
Okay, so it may depend on where we all lived, okay? But when I was little, and when I say little, I mean like 4 or 5 years old, I remember the Fuller Brush Man would.
Oh, yes. I used to be a Fuller Brush man.
You did? Yes. And they would give you a little thing, right? You got to pick the thing.
Yeah.
And my mom, because back in the 70s, you know, they set their hair and then they sprayed it and all that. And my mom.
Back when you did hairspray like this.
Well, my mom didn't do too much. She didn't do too much.
Oh, she was.
She was one of those.
Okay.
White Rain hairspray. Okay. Aquanet, and then White Rain came out. And she was
Aquanet. Yep.
But she would always get that little. There was like a little purse thing, and inside of it was a little rain cap that unfolded, and then it had a little. I think it snapped. Oh my God, I loved it when the Fuller Brush Man came by, though.
I loved all their cedar smelling products.
I don't remember any. A Stanley Man. We didn't have a Stanley Man.
I never seen one, but I had heard about it in reference to a Fuller Brush person. So.
Oh, wow. I had jury duty.
I see that. Wow.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I told him I was 70. I need a chair.
Yes. Okay.
Stamps.
Yes.
Green stamps. They even did that when I was first driving a truck in 1988. And I remember stopping somewhere like Amarillo, Texas, when I had enough green stamps from fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get a lot of green stamps when you buy $200 worth of fuel, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
I still have the clock that I got with my green stamps.
Yes. The Avon lady.
Oh, Avon, yeah.
They still have Avon out there, and there are
I work
representatives.
with an Avon lady, and
Yep.
she gets real busy around this time of year when the mosquitoes are coming out.
Yes,
we
because
all buy
everybody
Skin
likes
So Soft.
soft and gentle.
Skin So Soft.
Skin
That's,
so soft. That's
yep,
what it was.
yep.
Yeah. That is actually really good mosquito repellent. By
It
the way.
is. It's excellent.
Tupperware.
I still have, I love my Tupperware. When we moved into this house, we had our cabinets measured.
Yes.
And we bought those, square things, modular mates, I think is what they're called.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And we still use them to this day for our sugar and flour and rice and stuff.
Yep. Laurie says my sister-in-law was an Avon lady.
Right on.
And
Mary Kay.
Or Mary Kay is another one. Mary Kay actually was a later thing, but it did follow into the same thing.
Yeah.
I remember being floored when I found out a Mary Kay representative, if you were good enough, you could get a pink car.
Oh my God.
For the sales.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. They're Cadillacs, if I remember right.
Driving around
yes,
on the overhead.
Yes.
You're like,
yep.
Who's that? Cloth diapers. So
yes.
My brother, I think, was one, he never wore Pampers, but it was right around 1970, 1971 that Pampers came out, right?
Roughly, yeah.
But yeah, my mom would once in a while, did you guys you dip the cloth into the toilet to get rid of the, you don't want to go before putting it into the diaper pail. And I don't know, and then she would flush it sometimes and try and pull it back. I can remember my dad coming home a few times like, Judy, you did it again.
Yep. Oh, here's another one. TV guide.
Oh yeah, I always looked forward to that.
Yeah.
I didn't have a rainbow vacuum, but I still have the Kirby I got when I was 22.
Yeah, Kirby was another one. I seen somebody. Oh, it was Nanny Tam had said that.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I did Nanny Tam, and I almost replaced my old Kirby about 2 years ago, but I couldn't let it go, so I didn't get a new one. But they're much lighter now.
Yeah.
Mitzi was a Kirby salesperson for about a month. That'd be a tough way to make a living.
It is. Oh, Teresa Jukiewicz, she was the only one that would lick the stamps and put them in those books. The green stamps.
You could spend a whole afternoon doing that.
Yep.
Depending on, and sometimes they gave you extras, I think, too, right?
Watkins.
What's that?
Watkins is a kind of like a fuller brush kind of thing.
Okay.
Kind of, if I remember right.
Jewel, there was a company here that delivered dry goods, dry foods, called Jewel. Only one neighbor ever got that.
We used to have the Smith Brothers farms would deliver our milk and eggs and butter to our house.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
We didn't have our milk delivered. My mom bought it at the grocery store.
Yeah. What spices? That's what it is.
Spices.
That's right.
That's right. Okay.
I got it confused with Wilton's. That's what I was like stopping because I couldn't remember. I knew it wasn't cake decorating stuff, but I was just, my brain was stuck on that. Trying to think of what else. Okay, let's go down this road. What TV shows did we used to watch?
When we had 4 channels? If you had UHF?
I never had 4 channels. It was always 2, 4, and snowy.
Did you grow up in Kettle Falls?
No, I grew up in the west side of the state. I was in Tacoma. That's where I grew up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we had this little discussion last week.
Yes.
Bewitched.
Yes. Hello, Drunken Chef Barbecue. Thank you for coming in. How about the obvious? I'm going to go with 2 of the obviouses. Okay. I'll go 3 because they kind of fit together in a way. All in the Family, The
Oh,
Jeffersons, and Good Times.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
But see, by then you're younger than me. So by then, I mean, I'm not saying I was old by then, but like I was probably 9 or 10. All in the Family, I was younger. And my dad and now my husband do the part of Edith when she sang it. And it's never failed.
Parade. Yeah.
And JJ really throws on the falsetto, and it is so funny.
That's funny. Beverly Hillbillies, Looney Tunes, Father Knows Best. He's Hazel.
Hazel! Oh my gosh, I loved Hazel.
Sanford and Son. I think that's funny because I made my mom's ringtone on my phone, the Sanford and Son.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What about okay, so let's go back even further. How about That Girl? I loved her hair.
Yeah. Or what was the spinoff of the Mary Tyler Moore? Rhoda.
Oh, yeah. Rhoda.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Mary Tyler Moore.
In the house.
Okay. How about candy bars? See, all of these are girls are good. I just happen to read girls at the same time. Golden Girls, Alice.
I have
a
thermos from a show called Julia, and I think Diane Carroll, I think, was the nurse.
Yeah,
and I actually have a thermos bottle lined with
Diane Carroll played a good nurse. She really did.
She was beautiful.
What was the waltz show? Oh, you must be talking about the Lawrence of Welk. Let's go. Let's boogaloo till we puke.
Boogaloo. My mom and dad did not watch that. We watched The Wonderful World of Disney.
Yes. And Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. An Emergency Squad 51.
Yes.
Squad 51. And they would always talk about Ringer's lactate. So whenever, like, if somebody's in the hospital, that's the first thing we start joking about is Ringer's lactate.
Yep. Wagon Train, Rawhide, Rifleman, Have Gun Will Travel, Paladin.
I never heard of that one. I loved Bonanza.
Yeah,
and
that was a good one.
The Big Valley. I love that show.
Yes. Geez, I wonder why.
With Barbara Stanwyck. That was such a good show.
I'm live. Give me just a sec.
We have a local channel here, Rebecca, and they have like all cowboy shows every night for like 4 hours. And I had never watched The Rifleman until this channel came on. Mm-hmm. And I like to watch that once in a while. It's a nice way to unwind.
Yeah, it's a good show. It is. MASH.
Oh, didn't we all love MASH? Yeah. Okay, so this is another conversation that you and I had. The world was smaller because there weren't so many choices on television.
Right.
And so there was a lot more like interaction with people because did you see the latest episode of whatever, like, MASH?
Right.
Right. Or Happy Days. And Happy Days, like, would have been my mom's generation, right? So she got a lot of kick out of watching that. And then remember how we all wore, well, you might be too young. The girls, like in the late 70s, we all had silk jackets after Grease came out.
Oh, yes.
Jackets.
Grayson Fire says she remembers watching Hogan's Heroes. That was another one I remember.
That was one of the first songs I played in band.
Yes. Thanks for coming in, Glenda, by the way. Roy Clark, My Friend Flicka and Fury.
The one with Roy Clark was Hee Haw.
Yes.
I didn't appreciate the music back then, but the skits just cracked me up.
Yep. Partridge Family.
Did you all watch? Did you have PBS? Did you get to watch? Yeah. We're gonna zoom, 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 zoom.
Yeah.
I love that show. They always did science experiments and stuff.
Yes.
And the Electric Company.
Yep. Barney Miller, Gilligan's Island.
Barney Miller. That was a good show.
I like that show. That
My
actually is what got me hooked into Law and Order because of the style of the show. You know, even though it was comedy, but
Mhm.
oh, here's one I haven't seen in a long time. The Gong Show.
That okay, all of us kids always were trying to concoct ways to get on that show.
Yes. 8 is Enough. The Love Boat.
I Dream of Jeannie.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love that show too.
Mr. Kangaroo.
He creeped me out, guys. Captain
Yeah,
Kangaroo.
me too. Yeah.
I don't know
Fantasy
why.
Island.
The first Fantasy Island.
Yes. The plane. The plane. Okay, I'm going to go on to the next set of 10 that we have. Okay.
Okay.
So
This
the
is
next
fun.
set.
I love what you guys are saying in the chat.
Yes, go ahead and keep putting them in there because we'll come back to
Trooper
it.
John.
Yep.
Sorry.
You would rather go to work than stay home sick. You constantly talk about the price of gasoline. You enjoy hearing about other people's operations. You consider coffee one of the most important things in life. You make an appointment to see that dentist. You no longer think of speed limits as challenging. Neighbors borrow your tools.
That's happening right now.
Yes.
The kid behind us, right? The 40-year-old kid.
Yep.
The kid behind us is like, do you guys have a, whatever? And JJ's like, oh yeah, hold on a minute. We have it.
People call at 9 p.m. and ask, did I wake you? You have a dream about prunes.
God.
You answer a question with, because I said so.
That's funny.
That is great. Okay, coming back to some of these.
Adams. Oh my.
Yeah, we have Trapper John ND, we said, and then.
And he was the guy that was the first, the old Adam on Bonanza.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yep. Charlie's Angels.
Oh my God, Get Smart. How about the Mod Squad?
Yes. Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Yeah.
Get Smart.
Christine, I'm the same way. I try to not call people before 8 in the morning on a weekday or 9 a.m. on a weekend. And then, unless I know they're an early riser like me, and I try not to call anybody after 8 or 9 o'clock at night, but 9 o'clock is my cutoff.
Except for Tony, because you have direct connection through the red
she'll
phone.
send me a text and say, are you up?
Or today, do you have time to talk? Ring. Hi, what's up?
Yeah. Or the Twilight Zone. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
What
was the other one? The Outer Limits.
That's the one that creeped me out. But I remember when I was a little girl, my dad would scare me because he'd say, who knows? It was a radio show. Who knows what lurks in the hearts of men?
Yes. That is kind of creepy, actually.
I know. I have goosebumps right now. I can hear my dad saying it to my 3-year-old self. Night Gallery. Yes, that was good.
I forgot about that one.
That was a great show.
Dallas. The Bat Phone.
The Bat Phone.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Did everybody else have the banana splits? One banana, two. La 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 la. Oh, yeah, sorry. You did. Yeah. No, you didn't. Yeah. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I used to watch it every single day. Thank you very much.
I was in the late group, so I got to watch that and then Jack LaLanne. Did you have early and late groups in school?
What do you mean by early and late groups?
There was, so some classes, so in one class in elementary school, you would have kids that went in at like 8 o'clock or 8:15, and then others who went in at 9 o'clock. And then the early group got out at like 2:30, and we got out at 3:15.
So we didn't have it that way. What we had is we went to school year round, and there was 3 rotations. So you
Okay.
were in Group A, Group B, or Group C, and depending on where you fell, you'd
Did
be
it
in
have
a
to
different.
do with your reading level? Ours had to do with our reading level.
No, they did it based, I think, by enrollment dates. That's
Oh,
what they
okay.
did it by.
So we did ours by reading level. So the late
Okay.
group was the kids that enjoyed reading more than others.
Well, that makes sense, though, if you think about it. Okay, here's some more. The Creep Show. Alfred Hitchcock, excuse me. And I do agree with Christine. I love the claymation Christmas shows. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, all of those. Romper Room.
Never
Art
watched
Linkletter.
that.
What about Boomerang? A boomerang, a boomerang.
I've never even
What
heard of
does
that.
it do? It comes back to you.
I never.
Or how about the last news review?
New zoo review.
Yeah,
When
our new
they had
zoo
a
review. Yes, yes.
And Mr.
Or-
Rogers, of course.
And then there was the Lost Space Coaster that had Gary Gnu. All GNUs is good GNUs with Gary Gnu.
I have never heard of that.
Okay, sorry. We'll stop now.
That's cool, though. I would watch something like that. I'll tell you that
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
A
we
lot
did.
of good comments in here.
I know. I'm sitting here like art link letter. I remember that.
Yes.
being around.
Lost in Space.
There was another one with it was like a dad
That's right.
and a girl. Her name was Holly, and her brother's name was Will. Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost and the Slee Stacks.
Yes, and we would watch that before soccer every Saturday morning. And what was that little guy's? There was like a little
Jimmy, little monkey ape guy.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that.
I think it was considered a caveman.
That was one of my favorite shows.
Yes. Elaine Lucier joined us. Thank you for coming in. Johnny Quest, Tanya says, that's another one I remember watching all the time. Okay.
Huh.
What about foods?
Well, of course, Jell-O no-bake cheesecake.
TV dinners.
Mom and Dad did not do TV dinners.
Oh, they didn't?
No, but we did like our Swanson's pot pies.
Pot pie, Salisbury steak.
Nope.
No?
I never
Oh.
had Salisbury steak until I was like 40 years old.
Oh, wow. Then we did banquet chicken. That was another one we did all the time.
My mom and dad fried chicken.
Okay. Well, you had the good
I
life.
was
It sounds
really
like.
lucky because my mom and dad both like to cook.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, they made really good food.
Christine said, "Oh, I got to go through this list." So we
I
got
love Christy McNichol. I wanted to be her.
Kids say the darndest things. Love the sleuth stacks.
What was
Hubba
the
Bubba gum, salmon cakes, banquet cream pies, clover gum, tuna fish casserole.
I've never had tuna casserole. I had tuna casserole once as an adult.
Yuck.
My mother refused to make it because her parents would make a big pan of it,
Right.
and they wouldn't eat anything until it was gone. And
Oh,
so
geez.
she swore when she grew up she would never make it, and she never did.
Yeah. Kraft green box spaghetti and hamburger. You add hamburger to it.
Oh wow, I've never seen that.
What
about the pizza, Chef Boyardee pizza?
Yes. The raviolis, or what was it?
SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we liked our SpaghettiOs in our house.
Oh, this is one of
That
my
was a treat,
favorite
though.
meals right there.
I never had Spam.
Oh, you're missing out, my friend.
Well, my brother makes it now. Juicy
Hamburger
fruit
helper.
gum. How about Bubblicious? Remember when all those big pink soft square gums came out?
Hubba Bubba.
Yep.
And I loved it when they came out with blueberry.
They had blueberry Hubba Bubba.
Oh, yes. Hubba Bubba.
Remember the gum that had the green liquid in the middle of it that looks like tomato hornworms? It wasn't Velamint, but it was something like that. And you'd chew into this gum, and it had like a spearmint flavor.
Oh, it squirted out.
Yes.
Squirt.
That was really good gum.
I thought that's what it was. I can't remember what it is now.
Candy cigarettes. Oh my God. Yeah.
No.
And you go and you blow it out and you get that first puff of sugar. Get them young. We love that stuff. Bazooka gum. Yeah. Wax lips. I have a picture of me with wax lips. I should go get it.
So in 1975, the Wax and Lambert Company put out Freshen Up. That was the name of that gum. And then the zebra gum. I used to eat that all the time. That was called Fruit Stripe. And it was made by Beech Nut. Chocolate footballs wrapped in foil, chiclets, Pop Rocks. Yeah, you can get Pop Rocks still. Wax lips. Yeah, I agree, Nanny Tam. Big League Chew. Double mint gum. Yep. What else? Let's see here. Penny candy when it was a penny. Yes, we used to love. There was a candy store we used to go to, and it was penny candy. Literally, you'd go in there and you'd get $1 worth of candy. It'd last you a month before you could use it all. Wax cola bottles, yes. Good and fruity. There's Good and Plenty is another candy that they used to have. So Freshen Up.
Freshen Up. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't find that picture because in the picture I'm wearing an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
That's what she wore today. 2, 3, 4. Tell the people what she wore.
Oh, it's funny. Candy necklaces. I love.
Oh yes.
Those.
Yep.
Rock candy. My brother still gets me rock candy when they go to the ocean.
Yeah.
And I can't do it anymore, but I still love the idea of pure sugar.
Or what about this? Brock's candy stores in the stands in the stores. Yep.
Yeah. They had the best.
Go ahead and talk.
They had really the best caramels. I used to love those. Ring Pops.
Yeah.
How about they called them Lick-a-Sticks?
Yes.
Lick-a-Maids.
Yes.
Kind of gross. But,
okay, we're going to go through our last list and then we'll come back and finish this conversation.
Okay. Because we need to talk about toys. We haven't even talked about toys
we
yet.
We will.
Okay.
The end of your tie doesn't come anywhere near the top of your pants. You take metal detector to the beach. You wear black socks with sandals. You know what the word equity means. You can't remember the last time you laid on the floor to watch TV. Because you can't get up is the reason why. Your ears are hairier than your head. Okay. You get into a heated argument about pension plans. You got cable for the Weather Channel.
Oh, God.
It used to be referred to as old folks MTV. Then you have a party that your neighbors don't even hear. Isn't that about true? And then the last one, when you bend over, you're looking for something else to do while you're down there.
That's funny. We have a low cabinet that I put all of like the Christmas plates and things in.
Right.
And once I get down there, I've got to have people around me. I got to have my people. Because I'm like, I'm handing it up. And once I get down there, I'm not getting up. And I've got a chair next to me.
Yep.
So that I can get the 3-point lift.
I am 100% with you, sister. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
I'm that way with the refrigerator on the bottom now. It's like I got to have somebody there. I got to have a chair I can get up from. Okay, let's hit your topic. What about toys and games from when we were younger?
So does every girls, okay, I think we all had a Barbie doll.
I'm
Does
assuming so.
everybody did the girls have I had a drowsy doll, and like she had a soft body and you pulled a string, and it was pink with little white polka dots, and she would say, Mommy, I want a drink of water. It was the cutest doll. And
Wow.
yes, we played jacks all the time, Nanny
Yep.
Tam.
Mitzi's a 4-point lift, 2 palms, 2 knees, and lift. I like it. Okay, so we have Lori said they hated Barbie. Baby Magic.
Oh, Baby Magic. Why does that sound familiar?
I don't know.
I
But
did. You guys have Baby Tender Love? They were so soft.
don't even know what you're talking about.
I loved the
So,
dolls.
Tinker Toys, Easy Bake Oven, Lincoln Logs, Tonka Trucks. That's when trucks were made to last.
Yeah.
Yes, sharp edges and made out of metal. I agree. Okay.
Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy.
Survey said Stretch
Yeah.
Armstrong and Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
My brother had an Evil Knievel motorcycle, and you'd like put it on
there like
and you'd wind it up and then hit the thing. So we
Whee!
would alternate in the utility room. We had a linoleum floor, and
Mhm.
so we'd play with that for a while. And then my aunt, who was just a few years older than me, we would play jacks.
Yes.
So that floor was the best game floor ever.
Yeah. Earlier, I said Survey said Stretch Armstrong and Rock'em Sock'em Robots. She's saying Sir Grace, not Survey. Chatty Cathy.
A Knight Rider car.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. The Knight Rider car that you would pedal like a Flintstones car.
Yep.
My
Raggedy
baby
Ann.
alive. Somebody had a baby alive.
Yep. Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh, and Light Brights. Oh, I loved Light
yes,
Brights.
I forgot about that.
And Legos.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
We used to when I was younger, and at the time Lincoln Logs was something that was fading out because they wanted something different, and they came out with what was it? Robotics or something like that, but it was a metal thing that you actually put together a skyscraper or a robot or a motorcycle. Erector set. Thank you. That's what it was. Yes.
Well,
I knew it didn't sound right.
Engineering. My cousin had an erector set. It was pretty fun. And Spirograph. Oh my God, I could play with that for hours.
I like that. This is so true right here. These kids now wouldn't know what to do without the electronics.
No. I mean, we really did. We would spend hours. We would take, Tonkas and stuff, and we'd go out in the backyard in an area where there was dirt, maybe where there was a garden, and make new tracks and stuff.
Yep.
And oh my God, we could just play forever.
Holly Hobby dolls.
Holly Hobby.
Lawn darts.
I had a lawn dart go through my foot.
Ouch.
Yeah, I was little. I don't remember it.
Hello, Miller Life Kitchen. Thank you for coming in.
Pickup sticks. We were allowed to play pickup sticks when we got our math not homework, because we didn't have homework in second grade back then.
Right.
So if we got our work done, our teacher had a little area, like a little library, and we could go quietly play pickup sticks. That was a big treat.
So Barrel of Monkeys.
Yes, Operation. That is exactly right. And I didn't have that game, so a friend of mine got it for me as a gift a few years ago. That's fun.
Yeah. And we wouldn't come home until the street lights came on.
We didn't have street lights.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. When our parents flipped the switch on the house lights.
Okay, that works.
That worked.
Transformers, Hula Hoop, Kerplunk. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
How about Mousetrap? Did anybody have that game? That was fun.
We did. Oh, somebody just said it right there. Yep.
Yeah, Arena. And did you guys have Don't Break the Ice? Because that was fun.
Yes. Sit and Spin.
Simon. I loved Simon.
Yes.
Sit
That
and
is
spin was
great.
fun.
I love that as a younger kid. I mean, the
Mhm.
older I got, you couldn't sit on it or you'd break it.
My brother had instead of a big wheels, my brother had a thing called a cheetah,
Uh-huh.
and it ran on like you press the pedals back and forth. So it ran.
Oh, so it moved by your motion.
Yes, and it was so cool. All the kids wanted to ride on that thing. Oh, Kerplunka's like Jenga with marbles.
Yep. Red
We
light,
love
green light.
green light.
We used to play that. Yep.
And Red Rover, send Tony right over. And then remember you would hold your arms together and they couldn't break?
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
And if you couldn't break, you stayed on that team, I think.
You stayed on that team. Yep. Troy brought up hooks and ladders.
That was a fun game.
Yep. Or shoots and ladders. We play canasta right now still, actually.
Christine, I was the same way. A play kitchen and baby dolls and oh my gosh. How about the Barbie? I think they still make them, but the Barbie head where you did her hair and
just the
plastic
up
hair
to the
and that
shoulder.
really funky makeup that I mean, she looked like a hooker. I mean, you couldn't make her look like beautiful. She just looked like a
She looked like a hooker. Oh my gosh.
Fisher Price record player. And what about the clock? And it played
yes. CNC.
Oh, I love CNC too.
The farmer goes.
Oh, that was a fun. I love that one. And the big old puppy with the pull string.
Yep.
Digga the dog.
Yep.
My next door neighbor had Digga the dog.
Yep.
Dodgeball. Do you know it's 2:57 already? Do you know how much fun we are having?
And everybody seems to be enjoying it. And I don't want to wind it down, but we've been on our hour.
Oh my God, it's just fun that we all remember
the can. There you go.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Did you all play Foursquare?
Yes, I used to love Foursquare.
And jump rope. I mean, my goodness, we could jump rope for hours and hours.
Here's one you don't hear about that much anymore. Tetherball. Remember that?
I love tetherball.
Yes. Yep. Oh,
Mitzi,
cassette players and Walkmans.
Mitzi, I still have a Walkman cassette player with an AM FM tuner on it.
Oh, wow.
Because I have tapes of my nieces and my kids playing when they were little.
That is so good.
And I have to have those so that we can listen.
You go.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
Remember the stilts?
Yeah, and pogo sticks.
Yep.
Yep.
All the girls were the jump ropers. Yep. Maybe we'll have to do this again and we'll make it a series on different topics.
You guys, especially the girls, sorry, but Christine said they played a lot of clapping games. And my guess is that she's talking about like, Miss
Playmate.
That's black. Oh my God, yeah, that'd be fun.
Miss Susie had a steamboat. The steamboat had a bell.
I don't remember that one.
I am not repeating that whole thing.
Oh my God, okay. And
we'll
then remember when we would choose teams when we were in, I'm getting all excited. And so we would do Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, and all the different things that we did until you were out and you were, picked.
And then you were down and you were depressed because you couldn't play no more until the next round started.
Oh yeah. I was like in the middle of all of the neighborhood kids. So there were some that were way older, and then there was my brother and his friends who were 4 years younger, which seemed like an eternity back then.
Glenda says, do this again.
I think we should. It'd be fun.
So if I get at least 5 people that say yes, do it again, we'll do it again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, cakewalks.
Oh my gosh.
Cup and saucer string. Yep, that's how you used to. Your original phone was your cell phone was a string and a cup.
It looks like we've got lots of yeses here, Tony.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again, so we'll talk about it. We can't do it next week because Michelle's out, and we'll figure it out though. Her and I will talk about it, and we'll put something together.
It'll be a lot.
I think we should do. What should we do next? Music. Let's do music next time.
talk about childhood songs that we liked?
Childhood, early adult, whatever it falls into.
Okay.
Is
You
that
know
okay?
what song was going through my head today, and it was not any song I listened to. It would
Okay.
have been something my grandparents listened to, and they didn't even live near me. But I don't know who the singer is, but what's he doing in my world? It's like this really old country song.
Really?
And I don't know why, but it crept into my brain, and now I'm going to have to go listen to it.
You know what song jumped into my head yesterday when I was going through some stuff?
What?
Dankeschön, darling, Dankeschön. Why, of all songs in the world to come and pop in my head, that one?
That's funny.
All right. Well, we're going to let you guys go. Have a great weekend. It's almost over, but enjoy it. Don't suffer through the time change if you have to go through it too much. Michelle, thank you for coming up. I appreciate it.
Everybody, you guys,
Yeah.
this was like the fastest hour ever.
It's gone.
This was a blast, Tony. Thank
Well,
you.
good. I'm glad we did it. I'm glad you came up with the thought process.
Eddie Arnold. It was Eddie Arnold. Thank you.
Yes, it was. Yep. All right. Have a
Okay,
good day,
so let's
guys.
talk about our 70s songs when we were little, too.
That would be inclusive of music. So we'll just throw it all together.
Wait. Okay.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye, everybody. Bye.